Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here once again playing City Skylines, and we are here in Town. And we're continuing our wild adventures through Town as we try to get, well, this town to work. So in the last episode, we put in quite a lot of work into trying to get, well, a bunch of stuff done. It was quite the episode. We had a bunch of issues with flooding over here as we are once again having those issues from our sewage mountain that's once again yeeting that road, and got to deal with some traffic as well. But first, just trying to handle some of the issues of garbage within Town. So I initially was gonna sort of leave those things there, but I figured, you know what? We'll just, fix the power line issues after. So, theoretically, if we just get enough power, like, from the garbage facilities, we don't really need to worry about the power lines. But, that's easier said than done, because we kind of need to make sure that the power grid is connected into that, because that's sort of powering a majority of the city. So it looks like we're good. We can just start getting these here, and that will ultimately connect all of our power together. Garbage, of course, is quite an issue within the area of the city, per usual, as most of my cities typically just have way too many problems with garbage. But, we'll make it work. So, we gotta get water in here in all these sections, and I think that we can easily make this a decent area. So those power lines are not really needed. Over here, this area is just an absolute disaster, dude. Like, whoever thought to do this would be a good idea was just... This was such a stupid idea, and now I can't really do anything about it because... like, the sewage just... keeps, coming. So... unless we just continue to raise this up. We're just going to keep having these issues, so... hopefully, as we continue to do this now, this can maybe start to be normal for once. And not just completely yeet the entire area beneath it, which I'm hoping is what happens, because this area... it'd be nice to not have to deal with this anymore, but... I mean, this is an actual problem. I mean, the only real solution to this is probably going to be something like this. I can see that actually like working. And hopefully that it starts to pull the water that way. Because then ultimately we can just get that to work. But then we need to get a bridge. There we go. So that should now hopefully just solve the issue of what's happening here, because this is just becoming super obnoxious. And I mean, I'm going to continue this barrier down further anyways, along with this barrier. And also hopefully do this, just, you know, to ensure. See, this is becoming a problem again. It's starting to, it just finds ways to sneak out, dude. It just manages to find ways to sneak out. And unfortunately, since we are playing this on PlayStation, we can't use a mod to just get that entire land, because then we could just, you know, fix this easier, but we don't have a mod to get all the land, so. You know, this has to be our way to get power in there, so we can't do anything about that either. That's why this is the way it is. And just the more and more sewage that gets, you know, put out, this is just going to keep becoming worse and worse. So, you know, preparing already for the worst of what could happen here. We're going to try to redirect the water there. Just by the looks of this is just going to be more and more of a problem. So, I mean, this is absolutely just rushing out more than it has ever. And there's nothing you can do about it. So at this point, I guess. Always just gonna need more and more of these barriers the whole way. Hopefully, what I do here, I mean, this is ugly as hell. This is absolutely disgusting. I completely hate what we're having to do here, but I made an idiotic decision to make this mountain here. Like this sewage mountain, which is stupid to do, so. Again, I hate having to spend so much of an episode on this, but I mean, these roads are quite important to, like, this area working, so... Like, if we don't have this, then it just becomes more and more just a disaster in this area. Because then we just can't get vehicles to move in the city pretty much. And this is a relatively, like, decent roadway in. As you can see, there's a fair amount of cars that use this road, and again, just to have water. Oh my god, are you serious? I knew that was gonna happen eventually, they're just gonna start flooding over the back, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Like, absolutely nothing, because I don't own that area. Can't build on water. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna lose this side. We're losing this. This bit is gonna become a loss in a second. My goal here. No, I want to go down. Press to select an area. This. Like here. Oh no. That's a shit show, that's a shit show, that's a shit show. Oh my god. If we just do this, I mean, we can probably house a little bit of the water here until we can figure out what the hell we're gonna do with it all. I mean, this just became a disaster. Like, once it started flowing that way, it's over. So hopefully, this is just something that we can manage to handle back here. And by me accidentally doing what I did there, that completely just messed this up, so... We'll see how this starts to look here as we really just decide, okay. This is it. This is our new thing we're doing. Can this do it, or will this become an absolute mess as well? And that's the thing. Like, this could either work out really, really well, or it could turn into... like a major disaster. because that is a big wave of water going down a hill. So I'm quite concerned that this becomes problematic. But then again, it's really lowering the water from within there, so I'm hopeful that this can really be the solution that we have to, you know, this basically. And you can see the water level really is receding, so hopefully it stays that way and we can really focus on something else, which is this area up here. So there's crime up here. I'm not really sure why. Don't we have police up here? Do we have a good amount? We'll put a police department there and we'll stop the crime there pretty much. You can see a police car dispatched from there almost immediately. Okay, I mean, you just can ignore the crime there. I mean, I don't really have a problem with that, I guess. Goods. There's just a problem with goods basically getting over to that part of the city. So with that, hopefully that being a one-way highway road over there can maybe bring a little bit that way. I mean, we'll have to monitor it. That's the thing. We have to really monitor it. Yeah, because we don't want that to become the main way over. So that's what we have to monitor, is that this road doesn't become the way to the city. And as you can see, just traffic nightmare through here. This is going to be more residential areas eventually. We also have a higher demand for commercial, which is quite interesting. So we're going to see how this works. This here is just flooding over at the moment. Hopefully this is all going to level out and make more sense in a moment, but we'll see. Hopefully just the initial wave, but I'm not so sure about that. But again, more demand for commercials. So this area here is like a little forest area that we built. And I think it's gonna be like a cool area just to have people, you know, kind of just live. So it's gonna be another low density residential. I know this doesn't have anything to do with residential, but I just wanted to kind of with commercial. You know, I want to get that in there. Alright, so we're going to do this now. And that will be a commercial zone. And that's why we put that there. That creates yet again another interesting little area to go. Put some more shops in. Hopefully that helps the demand temporarily while we work on getting another I do realize that I want this to be a dirt road. All this becomes a dirt road. I'm really happy with that, honestly. I think it really kind of adds to the scene to have a little dirt road area like this. Really adds to Bruh Town. I mean, this is another game that I just really just sit down and want to play. And it's hard for me just to say, hey, let's do a video for however long it is. That's why lots of times they go more than the 30 minutes that I plan them to be. Because like right now, there's only 9 minutes until my plan to length of this episode should be like over, and I'm just like, do I really want to stop? Like, it's just fun. So we'll see. Alright, so all the dirt roads are completed. How's this road going? Yeah, it's getting used. That's good. How's this area going? This is not what I planned it to be. Definitely not what I planned. It is starting to organize itself just a little bit, which is good. But we got to see if the water's going to keep flooding over that, because if it is, then... You know, like, look at this. This is just not what we want. Because this is just stupid. Like, the highway. I mean, look how far out that's affecting the highway. People can't enter the city from that entire direction for I don't know how long now. So... You know, if we're gonna fix this, we gotta do this now. Like, we gotta really start to just raise the water up here, raise like this level, because this is just not something that we can have happening. This would just be temporary. I do want to get this back to like semi-normal, but who knows at this point? A lot of this stuff is becoming like permanent. Like this whole area is just ruined, dude. Like, we'll make this a bigger hole here if it has to be. I don't want it to be, but if that's going to prevent the water from, you know, rushing over and ruining everything else, then I'll take it. Essentially, all I've done is just taken this massive disaster and moved it over to here. That's all I've done. So, hopefully this will fix the issue. We'll see how that area starts to dry out. As this area is looking, though, pretty happy with how our commercial little section there is going. As for in here, having fire departments in this area is going to be very, very crucial. Just because of the amount of trees that are here, like, it's going to be quite important to get that. And honestly, like, I'm thinking something like a helicopter depot for this area, just to, you know, really, really make sure that we can handle the potential fire issues that could pop up. And I'm honestly thinking right next to it a big fire station, so. What's happening over here? What's your problem? Not enough buyers for products. Okay. Yeah, we got to start bringing in more commercial zones then. Where though? I mean, this could be either a good choice or an absolute disaster. And we're about to find out. We are about to 100% find out if I'm going to kill the city by doing this. Because I'm pretty sure that's where that power line goes to, is the city, right? Yes. So that so there you go. That's gonna do good for that. Now this area here becomes high density commercial. This hopefully does two things for the area. One, gives us a bigger commercial area, as there is a demand for it. And two, puts us in a position where there will then be buyers for goods that this area has to sell. Because again, there, you know, needs to be some reason to do this area. And I do fear it's going to create more of a traffic nightmare. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, theoretically, nobody's living there, so we can do this. And that gives people a way to now enter the commercial area from this side. Alright, so for power-wise, there are no power lines in here, so we'll just do that. Get power from the main part of the power grid. Power's still looking quite good within this area, and there's just buildings abandoning now as they do not have enough buyers for goods, which is a bit of a problem because, you know, we're trying to help that demand. Now, out in this area, there's just not enough demand for people to move in, so we need to manage that as well, and I think the best way to really manage that is to really just bring in a bunch of parks, because they're just going to sort of, you know, help make this area a place that people say, hey, I do want to live. And it's going to help with the continuation of bringing power to the rest of this area as well. Because that brings power all the way to here, basically. So now we can just go drop a park right there. Drop a park here, 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 here. And does that connect us into the grid? That does not connect this into the grid, which is fine because now we also do need to put around a few police departments within this area. So you don't have power in the middle here, huh? So if we drop that there and that there, that should, in theory, bring power to the entire area, and it has. Now along in here, commercial zone looking quite nice. This area's looking pretty good as well. Of course, I don't have that many houses yet. A lot of it is parks and other stuff, but you know, it's whatever. So I do want to try to bring the forest just a little bit bigger and really sort of like try to cover in these outer areas and even through some of this section, really. Really try to make this kind of be like all a forest area, and it really does like help make the area a little bit nicer. And again, this whole area becoming a big forest will naturally just help out with the area looking a little better. Again, garbage in this city is terrible as well. So they just don't have a way to get there, basically. So we're gonna do this. You're gonna get in right there, and this is just gonna be an entire area just of garbage. Just really trying to do whatever I can to ease the garbage issues within that city. You know, maybe it creates more traffic problems. I'm not sure, but I just want that to stop being like such an issue within the city. So that's my goal here. Try and really just fix this up. You know, maybe it won't be the nicest looking area, but you know, I'm gonna do what I need to do to help this city out. And the only way I know how to is just send an army of garbage trucks out in hopes that we can fix this. Now, view info, wind. So noise pollution is a bit of an issue here for living in that part of the city. Actual pollution, that's what I'm actually looking for. Population. We're running out of sewage treatment. That's not what I want to see. I think the pollution might hit the highway, but that's about it. Awesome. Of course, you decide to build in the one spot, you frickin' idiots. That like doesn't have water, bro. Come on. All right, so as for this area, it's still becoming a shit show because the water always manages to find a way to sneak around what I've fucking done, dude. And hopefully by doing that, that actually allows there to be more areas for the water to be.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
That's just what I want to hear, bro. How big is the tsunami? Oh, 1.8. I'm not worried about that then. You had me thinking it's going to be like some actual wild shit. 1.8, bro. So, I mean, I'm just trying to do whatever I possibly can to just save this, like... But at this point, I just don't know, like, what to do. Like, obviously, I think getting the... getting the land to
just... The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area.
You know, raise up...
Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
And protect sort of like the outer area of this, but... I don't know, the rest of the way they can just do whatever with that at this point. I mean, I'm kind of just cool with doing this. All right, so that is now what we call an absolute fucking disaster, dude. And you know what? When the game wants there to be more sewage now, I'm done just doing stupid shit. Because where do we get water from? I don't even know where we get water from in the city. Oh, over here, right? Yeah, so this can all be sewage. Because
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads
I mean,
and
this just comes
waterfronts.
in. Boom, you do that. Go along here with a bunch of these. See if that powers it up enough. Probably will. I'm just trying to get out of this area, basically. Because I mean, basically, I'm just trying to be at the moment where we can get this hill to be like normal. Again, that's kind of the goal. Is just to make like a normal hill.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
Because I mean, honestly, if we can just get this thing to be like a normal hill, that'd be awesome. And I think we're at the point where the sewage mountain or whatever, that area's gone. That arrow will quickly be going away here from this map. And we can really just come in here and hopefully, you know, know, do things right. To get this, you know, area to look good, to look normal, to look like a hill. You know, like something that's been here the whole time. Because this here is really what I want.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
So, I mean, I'm hoping that this comes back to normal, but there's been so much like done to it that I don't know if we're gonna get that. And of course the water that was in it does have to rush away, so this is the height that this part should be at right here. Is that, and then we just do this. That's the thing, we can just naturally just kind of blend this back in. Because then that goes to here. And then that goes to there. And then that goes to there. So there we go. So that's looking...
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching
decent.
the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
As for this, I mean... all this should just level back to here, basically. Because, I mean, I think that we can just make this area nice. Because ultimately, I think building here would be really, really fun. It'd be, like, super, like, ironic to just have, like, you know, this hill that was an absolute just mess. And maybe, like, down here, we have, like, residential, like, areas or something. once it eventually comes back to being normal, once all the water's gone. Because, you know, that's the thing, the water will have to eventually recede away.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Yeah, I think we're dealing with that a lot here. I think it's more than just... This is worse than whatever tsunami's gonna come to our city. Wait, is it a tsunami in this water? 'Cause, I mean, if that's the case, then... Well, shit, we're all fucked. But... No, it should be like this level, dude. Like, I don't understand. So yeah, we're really just coming in here fixing the mistakes from the last, you know, episode or two, and hopefully that makes this area just, you know, slightly more livable. We'll see. It's going to take a while, but... Ooh, this is going to create an absolute nightmare within the whole city, but I'm hopeful that when this cycles, you know, down the hill, down the river, because it's coming down. It's raining in our city, which creates more fun, but... You know, it's creating a problem this way because the water just, you know, it's a little river basically that we're dealing with here, but that's fine. Over here, we're gonna do something cool. This is the highway road, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Wait, are we having two tsunamis?
Roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
I'm confused. Are we having one tsunami or two tsunamis? Because, I mean, this is just a mess that I made, so I don't really know where the tsunami actually is, but... That is very low to the water there. I mean, this here could create a disaster for the city for a while. So I just don't know if we're going to recover from for a while. Because again, I think the level should be here. So now that the water is slowly starting to recede from this, we can see, okay, this is not level with where I want to be. Because the water is starting to settle in those spots. And It's not really what I want to have happen. I don't want to have water settling in spots here. You know, that type of thing. So hopefully, ooh, these are getting destroyed.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Oh my god.
Take
dude,
caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Oh my god. I made an absolute mess of this, mixed with the fact that we're having a tsunami. It has thoroughly just become a disaster here. Oh my god. So cargo train terminal. Of course, as like most of the city, the spot is currently flooded. But eventually we will get that going. I mean, the water's all the way over here? Holy shit, dude. Good news is the water is really starting to recede, calm down a little bit, and we're getting there. We're getting back to normal water levels.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
So again, this area, it's kind of just chilling here. So hopefully we can work on getting that out. So there we go. The train area is starting to work. The city here. We will see abandoned buildings begin to get destroyed and taken out. Very important to make sure we keep the level of abandoned buildings down, basically, within the city. Flooding has hit pretty much every part of the city, so... So those are going to be garbage plants once again.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Is that it for whatever that is? This should be offices, right? Yeah. So again, flooding continues through this part of the city now. Small amounts of water still in that section. As for here, the road's still getting flooded a little bit. This area is starting to clear up as we're getting just minor amounts of flooding here and there. So now we'll go here to highways once again. And there we go. So that's starting to look nice. This water has to continue to rush through, but we will at some point be able to use this as intended. Hopefully by doing this, we have a way to now import things to our city as well.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
We just don't have a spot that we can go to, like, do that, basically. Which is just a bit unfortunate, but I'm looking for maybe, I don't know. Not sure, but the water is just really just destroying this city. Are we getting any trains in here yet? I don't think so. But this area is starting to look normal, so very happy with that. So we're going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.